So up next, our movie review for This Is the End. Was it the end for comedy movies as we know it?
No, but it was pretty freaking self-explanatory. I mean, there was a couple of things in this movie. I mean, very accurate to the trailer.
Very accurate.
I cannot say enough. This is one of the few times for truth in advertising.
Like, hey, did you think they were going to smoke weed and like drink alcohol? Oh, look, yes, they did it.
Yeah,
You know?
And it's like, did plenty of people die? Freak yeah.
Yeah.
And like all the stuff they featured in there was actually in the movie.
Yeah.
And even the Pineapple Express 2 fake trailer. That was in the movie.
Exactly.
And I was like, geez, this is like the most accurate trailer selling that I have ever seen. So kudos on that. Also, a couple of things I did enjoy about this movie. Really good writing. Some things that I noticed. Characters actually foreshadow how they're going to die when they're talking in the party without giving away too much. Like James Franco is talking to Seth Rogen about Pineapple Express 2, and he goes, yeah, you know what we should have is like me and you, and like I sacrifice myself for you, and like maybe somebody like eats me or something like that, because that's how much I care about you, bro. Yeah. And then it's like, oh my God, did they actually foreshadow his death?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm always a fan when James Franco dies in the movie.
So he just gave that away.
How he dies is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Even Channing Tatum.
Wait, I was going to say, Channing Tatum.
Even Channing Tatum jokes have a payoff. I was like, oh my God, Channing Tatum's in this movie?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I saw the credits with him in it, and I just kept waiting for it. And
I'm like sitting there, I'm like, no way. And I'm like, oh, that every joke they set up in the beginning had a payoff.
Right.
Which is really good writing.
Yeah. Which is traditional comedy. You set it up, and then
and then the next thing too. Danny McBride carried this movie for me. Oh my God, I love it.
You think so?
Eastbound and Down.
He was
when he
showed
up.
So annoying. I wanted to punch him the whole time.
He provided if it wasn't for him, they could have just held out there and survived. So he was like the much needed conflict.
Yeah.
Oh, he was very, like he wakes up, cooks all the food, trying to be like nice. Like he makes a huge breakfast for everybody after he wake and bakes.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
Speaking of antagonist, I hate to cut you off. Speaking of antagonists, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, with like him being super nice.
Biggest douche.
It's just that giant earring and stuff like that. Yeah, no. And like not only that, but Michael Cera too was pretty funny. Like just how much they were willing to make fun of themselves. Like I didn't really care about like the Michael Cera jokes and everything like that.
But they weren't there for that long.
No, and not only that, but like when he freaks out, it reminded me very much of watching someone who's coked out. Where it's just like he's like the world is ending. And he's like, all right, who stole my phone? And then like as he's dying, he notices it's in his pocket. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah. Like, he's just like doesn't care that he's dying. Like he's like, oh my God, everything's on my ass now.
Yeah, or when he blows the Coke into McLovin's face.
Hey, is this Coke? Oh my God, is that Coke?
He's like, this is like the most thing I've ever done is weed.
But no, it was like that. Like the party setup was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but it defied a couple of conventions. And then, like I said, Danny McBride kind of carried the movie for me because like it showed the person who will thrive.
Yeah.
If all the rules went away all of a sudden.
And I don't know if you got this. I don't know if you ever watched the show. Did you ever watch the show The American Dad?
No, I didn't.
Well, they did a special with the end of the world, the Christian end of the world tribulation thing, and this movie kind of almost harped on that same concept through comedy of the end of the world, the Christian end of the world, which is funny because all these guys are mostly Jews.
Yeah,
and they're reading the Bible.
Well, I mean, the first part of the Bible is actually Jewish Testament, but like the later stuff,
what they're reading from.
Yeah, it's the later stuff.
Yeah.
But that being said, just lost my train of thought.
Because that's how awesome a movie. He lost his train of thought.
Oh no, I will say one thing: if the Backstreet Boys are in heaven, I'm out.
Oh.
Other than that,
that's all we're gonna say.
Yeah. Satan's got a big old. Backstreet Boys are in heaven, and Danny McBride is the ruler of the Armageddon universe.
Yeah.
I give this movie a green because it was just too enjoyable not to laugh.
Yeah,
Like, it was just so stupid, but I'm sitting there like, like the entire time. If you like Pineapple Express, you'll like this movie. That's the best review I can give you.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we were going with it in the trailer review. And that's green as well.
Yeah. Satan got a big old.
That's twice I gotta bleep that out.
It gets cut off.